Welcome to the live replay. Today is October 21st, and I'm just gonna go ahead and get set up here, and then we can get into, get into Ivy's journal. I'm looking around trying to see if I can find my corner punch. I haven't been able to find it in a while, but today we're gonna need it a lot, so it would be nice to have. But I might just have to take the loss on that. Where would I have put it other than right where I'm looking? Oh well, we'll just do it by hand. Hey you guys, welcome, welcome. Oh, thanks, I just colored these in, or Julia. Just colored these in this afternoon, my November theme. I haven't filled in any of my keys or anything, but this is, spent my afternoon filming some reels with that. And today we're gonna finish up the weekly spreads in Ivy's journal. Yes, we are already in December. We did the monthly spreads and we ran into trouble with the weekly spreads. So I messaged Ivy, we got it figured out what we're gonna do. So that's what we're going to deal with today. Yes, I'm back. Good to see you guys. Alrighty, so let me give a quick flip through because I've been gone for a while and I can also lead into what we're working on today. So this is Ivy's 12-month custom journal. She just wanted Ivy 2026, a pink pom-pom and some gold leaves. And then for January, we started off with this little pastel galaxy theme for her. And so yeah, what we're working on today is we finished the December monthly pages yesterday, but we were short one page or like one 2-page spread for her weeklies. And so I messaged Ivy to figure out how she wanted to solve that problem. You guys had great ideas, honestly. I was pretty stumped. I was like, well, I guess I'll do her weekly spread like on the back envelope, like the back cover. But you guys had the idea of taping in a whole page or taping in like a flip up or flip out. And that's what she wants. So we're going to do like single page weekly spreads, but then they'll effectively be double page because we'll have a portion to either flip up or out. Whatever works best when we kind of get to that point in the process. So that's what we're doing today, but I'll just flip through everything up until that point and then we'll dive in. But how are you guys? How was your Tuesday? Hey, Jamie. Trying to think how my day was. Oh, my little one had a fever all day. And I don't think I put him down ever, except to put him in his high chair for meals. But he was incredibly clingy today, which is always sad, but it's also really sweet because we got lots of snuggles. I know, Nicole, I've never done that before, so I'm interested to see how it turns out too. Yeah, Lizette, I don't even know what it was, like if it was teething or something, because he is the only one, like the rest of us feel 100%, and he doesn't seem off in any other way. Like he wasn't coughing, his nose wasn't running, he wasn't throwing up, like nothing else seems wrong. It was just a fever. So I don't know, but then around supper time, he was feeling quite a bit less hot. So I don't know if his fever broke or if that was just like a bit of relief at the end of the day, but I'm hopeful that tomorrow he'll be back to normal. So yeah, September, we did this little baby girl theme. Oh, cloudy and rainy here too, Nicole. Ever since, so we got back on Sunday evening. I haven't been outside yet because it's just been raining the entire time. And it's so hard to get outside in the rain with little kids. I guess, okay, I was outside once. I went from my car to my volleyball game and then back to my car, but that's literally it, which is just brutal. Hey, Kristen. October, we did these little ghost portraits. Hey, hey. Thank you for the gift. All right, this flip through takes so long once we get close to the end of the journal. I remember at the beginning when we're like in February or whatever, and people will always ask for a flip through and it's like, well, I don't really have much to show. But then by the end of the journal, it just takes ages to go through. I mean, I guess it's almost 200 pages that we've done so far, so that makes sense, but. And then this is where we're at right now. So we did December's monthly spreads yesterday. We've got these little gifts and a sleigh. Christmas lights is another element that we use quite a bit. We've got our Christmas lights across and then a little gift check-in box. Our memories page, we did this little wreath. And now we are going to do our weekly spreads. So, Timothy, they are 192 pages. They are not quite 200 pages. But yeah, they're all 192 pages, the blank journals. And then the full, like the pre-made journals are 224. Oh, Julia, do I not ship to Brazil? You know what, Julia? It's been such a hassle because Canada Post is on strike. And the only other shipping option that integrates with Shopify is Purolator, which works great in like the contiguous like US and Canada, but it doesn't work to anywhere else. So I thought I made it though so that it could work for you guys, but maybe I did something wrong. If it's still not working, I'll try to fix it tomorrow, but I should be able to ship to Brazil. It's been a bit of a headache. Okay, so for those of you who were here yesterday, I have an update. I messaged Ivy because we're one page short for her last weekly spreads, and she wants some kind of flip up or flip out for her weekly spreads. So I'm gonna just do some measuring and some cutting of pages to start that, and then we'll actually get to work on the marker stuff. But where's the weekly spread that we're using this time? Oh yeah, this, I mean, we're gonna just use whatever works well because we kind of have to fiddle with our layout to fix our lack of pages, but I'm gonna kind of generally model it after this. So if this is 7 dots, I would probably want the tape in to be like a little bit shorter and a little bit smaller, just smaller overall, right? But just a tiny bit. That's what I'm thinking. So cutting it at like the maybe 7.5 so that it doesn't go quite to the bottom of the page. I don't know. That sounds right in my head. So we'll give it a try. I'll try just one first, actually, to make sure that I get it the right size. So where's my paper cutter? Oh, hey, Shaylee. Well, Stephanie, I messaged Ivy because we had a few potential solutions that we thought of yesterday, but then I messaged Ivy to see which one she wanted, and she wants the flip up or out. I don't know. What do you guys think will work best? Maybe I'll ask that question more formally once I can actually like hold it in place and show you guys the options. Okay, I just need to move this. Terry, no, my journals, I have a line of, let me show you actually, because I was working on this today. These are my pre-made journals, so everything is drawn for you. It's like a coloring book and a journal. So there's yearly spreads, there's like 12 different monthly themes that you guys chose on Instagram. It's 224 pages. Here, I've colored some of them in. Where's the cute one that I colored in here? There it is. I colored in October because that's the month I'm using right now. And then I just today colored in November for an Instagram post that will be up later this week. So I do have these journals as well. These are my like pre-made journals. So I've got these and empty. So they're not all blank. Okay. Now that I've got that lined up, I'm just measuring this page up against my kind of template page here to see what where I want to cut. Okay, I think I want to cut at that dot. I should make a mark. Oh yes, I'm excited to color in the ocean theme. That's one of the themes I'm most excited to color. And also, like, I know it's gonna take forever for me. Okay. So I think this would be roughly the size that we, ooh. What's this journal? Oh yeah, this is the one that I'm cutting pages out of because it was a journal that I messed up accidentally. Okay, so I'm thinking we would want it kind of like this size, hey? Just a bit smaller than the page. And then what do you guys think? Maybe let's do a poll. Should we flip up or flip open? Let's see. Caitlin or a moderator, any other moderator, would someone be willing to start a poll for us? Just with 2 options and just for 1 minute, nothing crazy. But yeah, we just need to figure out how we wanna, just gonna round that corner quick. Thank you, Caitlin. So either way, we're doing this for December, by the way. We ran out of space for her weekly spreads. So we're trying to extend the page by adding some sort of flap. So we're either going to flip up. So like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday would be here, flip up and see Friday, Saturday, Sunday, calendar, and then notes up here. Or we're going to flip out to the side and same kind of idea, but flip out to the side. That's how it'll be. So the first few days of the week over here, you flip it open to see the rest of the week and then like a hidden note section. Please vote in the poll, that little blue and white clipboard icon under my name. That way TikTok will tally up your votes and we don't need to dig through the comments. So those are the 2 options. Flip it up to see the rest of the week or flip it open to the side to see the rest of the week. Number 1 is up, to be clear, and number 2 is side. Number 1, flip it up. Number 2, flip it to the side. And I'm gonna need to cut 5 pages just like this. So I'm gonna get to work on the cutting. And then we will start putting that together. This is a journal that I messed up when I was working on it for a customer. So I just made her a new one. And now this is gonna be my scraps journal. Okay, option 2. Thanks, Kristen. Oof. I really should have an X-Acto knife for this kind of thing. But I'm gonna use my paper cutter anyways. It's just definitely more of a hack job when I do it like this. Hey, Alex. Can I do it just... I know, Moni, that's the problem. I feel like it will be hard either way. Unless, wait, flip to the side is what won, hey? What if I would flip it open to the opposite side so that she could write on it like where a normal page would be? Would that be better? I feel like it wouldn't look as cool. Like, I feel like it would kind of look cool if you can totally like open up the pages and have this big extended spread, but then it won't be as easy to write. Oh, yay, Stephanie. Okay. Come on. Hey. I'm sure my husband has an X-Acto knife somewhere for something. But whatever. I just need 2 more pages. Okay, there we go. So now I want to cut AM. So when I started Ivy's journal, she wasn't sure yet how many pages she wanted at the beginning of the month. So I left enough room for 6 monthly pages, which is what she ended up going with. But then we made 1 month into a Dutch door. That's what happened. Right. So I left enough that if she wanted 6 monthly pages, we could just barely make it work. But then we used one as a Dutch door, so we lost a page. Because yeah, since I wasn't sure, I was like, okay, well, I can either leave enough for 3 to 4 pages and then just have lots of extra at the back, which isn't as useful as extra at the front. So I chose to do the opposite and then forgot about that when we did our Dutch door. So now we're shy 1 page. So Katie, for the pre-made journals, I drew every single page on my iPad. So the one that I'm working on right now for Ivy, like this is done marker on paper, but this is like same process, same artist, just done on my iPad so that it can be mass produced. It's just a lot more scalable for me, obviously. So that's what the pre-made ones are. They're still 100% hand-drawn. They just were done on a larger scale. And they're already like printed right into your journal. It's not like a digital file that you need to print out yourself. You're getting an actual journal. Hey, Alicia. Okay. No problem. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I would love to in the future find a way to just do it with marker and then like have it scanned and then mass produced. But I don't know how I would do that. And I don't think I mean, I'm sure it would just require like tools that I don't have at my disposal at the moment. So we'll have to see. Oh, Sarah, how are you guys doing these days? You and your family? It's good to see you. It's been a while. Okay. We are doing Ivy's last weekly spreads, but we were short 1 page. And so the solution that you guys thought of on live yesterday and Ivy approved was to do single page weekly spreads, but with a tape in so that each one kind of extends. So right now I'm just cutting all of the sheets for that. And then we can actually start drawing the weekly spreads. Katie, I'm from Canada. There we go. Okay. They're all cut around the corners. And then I feel like it would probably be easiest to draw the stuff underneath them and just on the base page before I tape them in. So I think that's what I'll do. Oh, nice, Katie. Thanks, Isabel. Okay, these are ready to go. Ready to be taped in. So why don't we just start drawing the weekly spread first, and then we will deal with those. Where's my light gray? Actually, I can just use this tan. Okay, so I'm just gonna start by marking my spacing like I normally would, and then I'll start drawing. Yes, Alicia. Sorry, I did see those, but things have been going pretty fine without a moderator, an extra moderator. So I just kind of, I never just do it. Oh, no problem, Sarah. That's probably a good reason to not be here as often. The weather where I am, Amanda, is pretty brutal. It's just been like so rainy, so windy. We had snow for a bit last week, but it melted. And I need another one on this page. Okay, so this should be enough for my 5 weekly spreads. And what I should have done is have you guys help me figure out the top section. So the bottom part here, just like August, is gonna have some of the days of the week, but like I said, we're doing a little tape-in situation because we ran out of pages. So we're gonna put some of the days of the week over here, the rest under here, and then probably notes up here. So we've got to figure out how we want to lay this out. What I'm thinking is, yeah, like the 4 days of the week here, and then maybe 3 days and the mini calendar over here, and then just notes on this side of the flap. Or sorry, we decided to flip this way so that she could still write on it nicely. Just notes on this side of the flap, and then maybe like some extra doodles or something. Does that sound good? That is what I'm thinking. And then my next question then would be, how do we want to lay out this top part here? If you guys have any ideas, feel free to give a few. And then once I've seen a few, I'll put them into a poll. And try to be specific. I know like just one word isn't really going to, you know, communicate to me enough for me to actually like picture it in my head and do it. So if you say something like, you know, green calligraphy with gifts or Christmas light letters or something like that, try to be a little bit more specific. You think the mini calendar should be in the visible part? I see your point. Should we put it though up here with the title? I kind of feel like the title would be nice centered, but we could do like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday calendar, or calendar Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday or something instead of hiding it underneath. What do you guys think? Any other ideas for the top? I feel like whenever I ask for ideas, I usually regret it because then I get too many and I can't even process them. Mini calendar and notes visible. That is another option, I guess. The mini calendar and the notes could be on the outside of the flap, and then all the days of the week could be underneath. But wait a sec, I'm just realizing if we're gonna be flipping inwards, then I should have, oh, perfect, it's like a square, so I can just do it this way because I want the 2 rounded corners over here. Calendar by December. It's just December is a long heading, so if we're doing a calendar here, we either need to do really small font or just DEC instead of yeah, sorry, I'm reading comments. Okay, so let's do that then for this part. We'll do mini calendar and notes list visible and then maybe a doodle. What should we do up here? This is the part that I want to figure out right away if we can. December could be a Christmas light string. I'll show you what we've done so far as different fonts and doodles go. So we've used this light green, or sorry, small green calligraphy, and we've had gifts as a key doodle, lights as a key doodle. We did do some Christmas light letters, more gifts, and then a wreath, and then some gold calligraphy in here. So those are kind of the elements that we've already used that we could bring back. I could, if we're gonna put a calendar here, I would have room for a doodle here. So I could just do like big juicy calligraphy up at the top for DEC. Or honestly, I could go all the way across the top and do big juicy calligraphy for December. Since, I mean, it's 2 separate weekly spreads, but they're still on a 2-page spread. Calligraphy December. December theme. Okay, I kind of like all the way across the top. Okay, let me start a poll here. I'm just gonna start a long one because I need to talk this out and figure out what we want to do. So, I mean, not super long, it will be 2 minutes. Okay, so option 1 is to do December in big juicy calligraphy. And what I mean by that is something like this, but obviously in colors that match the theme, all the way across. We're only deciding this top part now. We're not going to talk about anything else. So big December all the way across the top, bouncy calligraphy. That's option 1. Option number 2 is to separate the pages, okay? And to use either our thin green calligraphy or thin gold calligraphy and then pair it with some kind of doodle. So December over here with the doodle, December over here surrounded by doodles, whatever it is. That's option number 2. Option number 3 would be to do this kind of thing again. The Christmas lights lettering for December. And then option 4, what should I make option 4? Oh yeah, someone said writing the letters on bulbs. So option 4 is going to be bulb, like 2 big strings of light bulbs, Christmas lights, hanging down with D, E, C, whatever, maybe written on them in gold because the gold can write on top of other markers. That'll be option 4. So let me say them all one more time. Put your vote in the little clipboard icon underneath my name. Option 1, big bouncy calligraphy for December all the way across the top, kind of like this, but in matching colors. Option number 2 is to separate the 2 pages and have each one have its own December heading in a font like this, and then sprinkle doodles around it. Option number 3 is to do these Christmas light letters all the way across the top. And then option number 4 is the different Christmas light option where we'll have like a big string of lights hanging with big lights that say D, E, C, E, whatever, on the lights themselves. Carol, I feel like we could do that with option 2, perhaps. I feel like that would be fine. Please put your vote in the poll up there. Otherwise it won't be counted if it's just sitting in the comments. Option 1, yay. It's my favorite option to do, so I'm glad that it won. All right, so the colors that we will cycle through then, we've got a dark green, we've got a brown, we've got a red, and I'll maybe put the light green in there too. Double green, is that okay? Option 1 and 4 did tie, hey? Oh yeah, now I looked up and see it. I personally am more of a fan of number 1. The Christmas lights are my least favorite element from this theme so far, and I feel like, okay, also mods can't vote, and Sarah said that she would have voted for number 1. Okay, so me and Sarah are gonna break the tie and push it to number 1. Okay, let's do these 4 colors for our color changing calligraphy. Okay, so I need D, E, C, E, M, B, E, R, yes. Yeah, just trying to picture how big to make this letter before I start. D. Okay, and now I'm realizing, so this, we need 5 weekly spreads for December. So this will be 1 with the flip open to have a full week. This will be 2, 3, 4. Here we end up with just 1 page. Should I still do December all the way across the top and then have something else like maybe a gift list or something? I could just do DEC, but then that will change where I put this first letter because, okay, I think I'll just do it all the way across the top. The first two people said yes, and that's what I was leaning towards anyway, so let's do that. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, everyone likes yes. Then let's do it. D, E, C, M. Oh, yikes, guys. I'm gonna have to squeeze these last couple letters. I'll try not to make it too obvious, though. E. What do you guys think about gold drop shadow? Would that be... Ugh, as I hear it out loud, I'm second guessing. Or maybe just like gold sparkles around it. But I want to bring in the gold somewhere because I like that sparkly Christmas element. Oh, Leslie, so we are 1 page shy in this journal to finish her weekly spreads. So the solution that you guys came up with yesterday, which Ivy approved, is to have each weekly spread just be like 1 page but have a flip out. So that's what we're doing here. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, whoops, this way, 5 weekly spreads. And then we're going to use the extra section just as like a gift list or something Christmassy for her. Which way am I going? This way. Sparkles in gold. Oh yes, Leslie, this is a custom order for my customer Ivy. It's a 12-month journal for 2026. So these are like some of the last pages. We still have to do the yearly spreads after this, but we are just about done with this customer. I am, Sarah, yes. I'm not sure when I will next be able to take a custom bullet journal, but I'm not going to take one right away because the pre-made journals are launching, like officially launching next week. Like pre-orders will be over. I'll be packing them and sending them out. And I have fortunately gotten a lot of orders for those, so I know I'm going to have my hands full. So I'm pausing customs, but hopefully they'll resume, I mean, early next year. If it suddenly happens that I get through all of the pre-made journal orders really quick and I'm not getting like bombarded with more, then maybe I would even open a spot this year, but I am not sure. Yes, I can totally show you the pre-made ones in just a sec. I think I'm gonna do gold sparkles instead of gold drop shadow, because the last time we did big juicy calligraphy like this across the whole top of a page was in July for the mermaid theme, and that's exactly what we did, is we did a metallic drop shadow. So just to have it not be exactly like July. Okay, this is the pre-made journal. So it is 224 pages that are all hand-drawn with 12 different monthly themes, and then just lots of like the common bullet journal spreads that you would normally use. Let me find some that I've done already so I can show you. Oh yeah, so I colored my October spreads already, and one of my favorite features is that lots of the months have this like light gray calligraphy. That you can just color on top of to make your own, just like for calligraphy practice. Today I just colored my November pages that I'm going to be sharing on Instagram later this week. So yeah, this is the pre-made journal, 224 pages. Everything else about it is basically just like this one. It's got the super thick 160 GSM paper so that your markers and stuff don't bleed through. Same customization options, so you can have a cover design, charms, or a name page, or all of the above, whatever. But yeah, this is the pre-made journal. Thanks, Paloma. Yeah, the Tetris page. So you choose your topic. That's why I have this thing here. So I've seen like adulting Tetris on some places, or like cleaning Tetris or fitness Tetris or something. So if you were doing like fitness Tetris, let's say, you would write that in here, fitness, and then give each of these one meaning. So like cardio, legs, yoga, Pilates, whatever, give them each a key. Why can't I think of what the name of an item in the key is? But anyways, and then every time you do that, you can also give them a color, like color this in with the color that you want. And then every time you do that thing, you draw in this shape and you're trying to fill the whole thing, just like with Tetris, you're trying to fill it up. So it's just like a more fun way of trying to keep yourself on track with goals like that. Legend, yes. So yeah, that's the Tetris page. But anyways, those are the pre-made journals. Let's continue. Where's my light gray? Oh, I know, it's probably still packed up from, yes, holidays. You know what, Alex? I haven't been using Canada Post at all yet. It's been kind of unclear. Like, I know that they're operating partially, but I don't know if I can just like drop packages off like normal, you know? Let me think, because yeah, you like to get things shipped with Canada Post, hey? If you're okay with Purolator, then just go through the normal order process and it will come with Purolator. Just give a Purolator friendly address. But if you'd rather wait until I understand what's going on with Canada Post, you can message me on either Instagram or like straight through your order confirmation. You can email. Oh, nice, Natalie. Yeah, Eve, I think probably next year, unfortunately. I mean, fortunately, but unfortunately. I was hoping I'd get to do at least one more 2026 journal for someone. It's just so nice when it can, you know, cleanly fill a 12-month calendar year instead of, you know, starting in February or something. But I don't think that's in the cards for me this year. I just have way too much on my plate with the pre-made journals and the digital journals and all of that. Yeah, I remember that, Alex, that you had the whole thing with your apartment. So yeah, either send it to a different address or just wait out the Canada Post thing a little bit till I figure out if I want to risk shipping things with them and how I'm going to do that. Aw, thanks, Alex. Kind of feel like these need a black line on the drop shadow too. What do you guys think? Oh, Eve, I will still be here, but here's the thing. So this journal still has yearly spreads, which will probably take me 2 days. So that's what I'll be doing. I mean, I don't even know if we'll finish these weekly pages tonight. I feel like we probably could, but they'll take longer because of all the flip outs and stuff. So I'll do a couple days to finish the yearly spreads. And then next week we'll be starting to personalize the pre-made journals. So we'll do all of the name pages, charms, all that kind of stuff for the pre-made journals. So I still plan to be live every day. I'll just be using that time differently to manage pre-made journal orders. Okay, I'll add a black line too. Oh, thanks, Betty. Oh, no black, yes. Okay, I think most people have said black, and that's what I am leaning towards, so that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, this black pen is too new for me to feel confident that it's gonna give me a steady line. Here we go. Sorry, I gotta get really in close here. I hope you can still see a little bit. It might just focus on my hair though, but priority is that I actually don't mess these lines up. All right, I feel like that looks better. always, Jackie. Just kind of depends what I'm feeling. I feel like I almost always like the look of lowercase letters better. Not always. There's some uppercase letters that I really like. And D is one that I kind of like both ways, but I usually default to lowercase. Yes, Caitlin, that is my plan. To, yeah, like starting on Monday, kind of have a schedule for the week. Like, you know, on Monday we're gonna pack order number whatever till whatever. And if you want to be present for that, then try to be there on that day kind of thing. Just, I know normally I just pack the orders up right when people place them if possible, or whenever people are there next, but just with the sheer like volume of pre-orders that I have to catch up on, I feel like I need some kind of structure to the order of how we personalize them. So that's what I'm gonna do starting on Monday. There is US shipping. Yes, if you just go to my website, it will do that all, no problem now. I've got that sorted out with Purolator. Kel, it should be something like Rylee Autumn. I don't know if there would be like Shopify in the name. I'm pretty sure it's Rylee Autumn. Should be what you'll find. Oh, nice, Julie. You're like me when I'm trying to talk and also spell December and spell it D-E-M, like we did on the calendar. Don't worry, we fixed it. Okay. December. Okay. The lettering never gives me a hand cramp, but the little fine lines do. All right, let's do just some gold sparkles. And then, actually, maybe I'll do a round of white gel pen. I'm gonna do this side though so that I can flip this way without smushing it. And I'll do the other side next. Just so that we can get the letters out of the way. I don't think I'll need the white gel pen on the other, like the sparkles up here. So. Oh, thanks, Courtney. Yes, I will do a flip through of the whole journal at some point. Don't worry. I just want to keep rolling for a sec here on these weeklies. Okay. Now then, I'm gonna do sparkles up here. And then I'm just trying to think. So we have a little flip like this to fit all the weekly spreads in here. So we were gonna do a calendar and a notes box here, and then a doodle over here, or something like that. And then we would need to have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I don't know, whatever. We need to use 7 sections for that. And then we would still have an open corner, which I guess could just be a doodle spot. I'm just thinking the calendar would very nicely fill that spot, and then we would have just a whole flap for extra notes. So those are kind of the 2 options. Either we pair the calendar with the notes, and then we have just an extra doodle, or we pair the calendar with the days of the week, and then the notes get their own whole flap, maybe hidden. Extra doodle. Yes, Angela, we have to fit 2 weeks, like each page is going to have its own weekly spread contained on the one page. Notes flap, calendar with days of the week. Okay, I feel like I'm leaning towards that as well. So then my next question is, we're just going to lock that in. The notes, should that be the most obvious flap or the most hidden flap, you know? I feel like it would look good to have just like notes here with some doodles, and then flip this open and you can see your whole week at once. So let's do that. I'm just gonna start drawing in the lines here. Okay, and then we'll do like this for this page. Okay, this is gonna be hard for me to figure out where to put things. Do that here. Oh, I need to make a mark on this. How long was this? 5.5. So then this one needs to be 5.5. Perfect. And you know what? I'm actually gonna do just each page on its own and not try to be as efficient as possible, because I'm sure I'll mess up the spacing. You know, taping first might be helpful now that I think about it, but I feel like for getting a nice neat stamp of the days of the week, I don't want to have the seam in there, so I'm not going to bother. Do that. And then this one will only have a 1 dot gap because this page is a little bit thinner than the other one. So I guess that'll be a little bit different, but at least the boxes are the same size. Oh, and then I just completely forgot to do the spacing for this section here. So we had, so let's do it at 6. I'll mark that here too. Yes, it is a Dutch door. Exactly. Then we'll put the brown. Okay, and then calendar here. That looks fine, hey? That's what we'll do. So now I want to copy this onto 2 pages because we've got 2 other weeklies that flip open the same way, but the other ones are going to be opposite. So let me copy this exactly onto these 2 weeklies. Wait, how long was this? 5.5, right? Yes, 5.5. None of these are like normal spacings that I do all the time. So this is going to be a little bit more tedious. Okay, yeah. 5 5.5. This. And where on the page? Yes, the stamp will fit just fine. Okay, so I've got these 3 ready to go, but the opposite side needs to be for notes. And then I got to get these ones ready to go, which they are going to be the same thing, but this way with the calendar over here, I think. So let me just mark my spacing on these ones. Okay, so here it's gonna flip open like this. Yes. So let's do a brown line here and here on my opposite page. And then green, green. Red. Gotta line that up. Red. Okay. These are all ready to go the right way. Oh boy, this is gonna get me confused. You guys really need to help me make sure that I don't make a mistake on this one, because I feel like that would be a very natural thing to do, because it's all just backwards of what I am used to doing. Oh yeah, you were right. I was gonna put the calendar bottom right, but that's one of those mistakes that once it's been made, I'm just rolling with it. Because it's really not hurting anyone. Wow, this is a lot more people than we normally get. If you guys are new, could you say hi with an emoji? And let me know, do you bullet journal? And if you do, what's your monthly theme for October right now? Ooh, whoops, put that in the wrong spot. I will white gel pen that. I just don't want to do it right now because I'm about to smush that part down. I feel like I always get the most people when I'm like in mistake making territory. Like this is a completely different spread than I normally do. So I am nervous about putting something in the wrong spot, the wrong date or something. Oh, you tried, aw. Lost motivation. Okay, so I'm just gonna go with whatever the first kind of 2 people say. I don't feel like doing a poll for this, but do we go across Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? Or do we stay on one page? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Across or page, let's say, because it's still across, it's just on the page. What do we think? Across or page? Across, okay. That's what I was thinking too. I don't want to tape it in yet though, because if I tape it in, I feel like it might be a little bit more difficult for me to do the stamps, right? That's what I'm thinking. But I'm going to do all of these ones again together so that I can make sure that I get the right days of the week in the right spots. Where did my stamps go? My daily stack. Oh, literally right here. Okay, great. Surprise, surprise. So, for this side of things, I also need my ink pad here. For this side of the page, we're going to start with Monday here. So I'm not going to worry about the other weekly spreads yet. I'm only going to do the ones that fall on a left-handed page. For those of you who are new, I normally do my weekly spreads much more simply and just have them spread across 2 pages, but we are 1 page short to finish off her weekly spreads. Like, we just ran out of space in this journal because I calculated for a different number of monthly pages, which she just changed her mind about, and that's totally fine. But now this is our solution, is doing them all as like Dutch door style spreads. And really, I should stop talking right now before I make a mistake in my calculations. Ooh, there we go. Okay, so then Wednesday would be on the flap here, on this one, right? Yes. Okay, so on all 3 of these here, I'm going to do Wednesday. 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 Okay, thank you for confirming, because I'll be taping them in with washi tape. Okay, and then Thursday is going to go beside it, but then Friday we're jumping back down to the base page. Thursday. Okay. Friday. The stamps, Shirley, I am not 100% sure. They sent my samples, but I haven't gotten them yet, and I'm nervous that they arrived here while we were gone on our holiday and that someone took them, because they should be here by now, but I have not laid eyes on them. So I'm really hoping that's not the case. They are done being produced unless I want changes made, but I won't really know that till I see my samples, and I have not been able to see them yet. I could ask them though if they can already start these ones, because these ones aren't changing. They're going to be exactly the same, except for a smaller block, which is going to be so nice because we won't have all the extra space that gets kind of inked up. I could see if they can just start doing these ones already, but we'll see. Okay, I think we made it through without any mix-ups. So these will be taped in over here, a calendar will go here, and then a notes box and some doodles over here. That looks nice. Shirley, that depends what shipping option you chose at checkout. So let me think here. I can check that for you. I'm not sure exactly how it would look on your end, but you should be able to tell what shipping option you chose. So then for this page, sorry, quick interruption in that thought, Shirley. We're gonna put Monday over here, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh yeah, see? But then I did put that in a less ideal spot. What if I turn this into a giant gift with the calendar on it? But red is a bit dark to put the calendar on top of. Yeah, I am going to do sparkles around December. That's true. And I put red here too, which would be the other natural option for the calendar. I could box the calendar in, that's true. And then just fill the box with sparkles or something. Okay, so I think I'm going to put a line here and just commit to doing something about the calendar, because it looks silly to have a calendar here. But that is what I didn't factor in when I was doing this part. So then I need one of those here as well. Okay. So let's start with Monday then. On the flap, Monday, and then Tuesday also on the flap. Okay, this is absolutely the most people that I've ever had in a live before. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you're new, my name is Rylee, and we're working on a custom bullet journal for my customer Ivy. Okay, and then Wednesday is gonna go here because we want it to roll all the way across. So she gave us all of the like prompts for the different themes and stuff that she wanted, and we've been putting it together for her. As soon as I finish stamping on these days, why don't I give you guys a full flip through so that you can see what we have been up to for the past couple of months that we've been working on this. I think I started this one at the end of August, but I have taken some holidays and stuff since then. Okay, so far so good. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, and then we're gonna go Friday, Saturday, Sunday, calendar. That's what we'll do. We'll change this one into a calendar. Friday, Friday. Saturday, Saturday. Oh my goodness. Good thinking, Kimberly. I would be utterly devastated if the puzzle piece got me today of all days when I have like record high number of people here. You guys have my back. Thank you so much. Sunday. Yay! Okay. And now writing on the dates, that I will do after they're taped in, but the stamping is done, so I think we are pretty much in the safe zone for that. Aw, thanks, Sarah. Okay, so right now we're making the weekly spreads for her last month, but let me show you guys what we've been doing leading up to this. So like I said, this is a 12-month journal for my customer Ivy to use in 2026. So she chose a pretty simple cover design. She didn't want any doodles or anything with it, just Ivy 2026. And then these are the charms that she chose. We haven't done the yearly spreads. We're going to be working on those tomorrow and then again Thursday to get this journal finished up. But we started off with this little galaxy theme in pastels for January. And if you have any questions, I'm sorry if I haven't been seeing them. I've been looking down to write and stamp and stuff, but now would be a good time because I am just flipping through so I can try to answer some questions for you guys. Oh, that's awesome, Corona. Thanks so much for joining. 500. Okay, I've never even broken 300. No, that's not true. I got like 321 time, but that was one time. Oh yeah, sorry, I'm off center. Thank you guys so much for being here. March is one of my favorites, this little Dutch door lemon theme. But ultimately, this Dutch door is what caused us to have one page too few, which is funny. Oh, thanks, you guys. So these ones, the full customs, I only take one order at a time. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and this is strictly my like nap time and bedtime side hustle. I don't work on this at all while my kids are up, so it takes me at least a month to finish one. And I won't be opening another one right away like I normally would, just because I'm in the middle of a launch for my other journals. So no, I don't pre-select the themes. Every customer chooses their own themes, their own pages. So Ivy gave me all of the different prompts for this one and chose the different pages. So she specifically wanted a brain dump. For June, she wanted a Hawaii theme. She wanted a 2-page calendar with a check-in and then a 2-page memory spread. So I do these full custom ones, which are much harder to get, especially at this time of year, because I'm shifting my focus to launch these ones, which are also drawn by hand, but on my iPad so that they can be mass printed for everyone. They come in 4 different colors, which apparently my other colors are all hiding. And all 224 pages I drew by hand while my kids were napping. They're all like super thick bullet journal pages. Everything else the same as these empty ones, except for I can print them in bulk, which is a huge blessing for me because this is very not scalable if I'm doing everything by hand. But yes, these are the pre-made journals. Why don't I show you the one that I've been working on a little bit too? So they all have different like monthly themes that you guys chose on Instagram. Lots of them have these little light gray calligraphy fonts, and I'll show you what those are for. Those are so that you can actually learn to do the calligraphy by yourself and treat it as like practice calligraphy. So for example, this weekly spread started off like this, and then I just went in and added my own colors, some white gel pen, and it's a good way to practice doing your own calligraphy, but also have like training wheels so that you don't need to do it all. Yes, the pre-orders are open on my site. Oh yeah, August is one of my favorites. Good thinking. Where is August? Pre-orders are open. Pre-orders end this weekend, so the price then will jump up to full price. But that's also exciting because that means that I can start actually personalizing them for you guys on live. Every single order is personalized on live before they get sent off. And that includes, you can choose to have a cover design, you can choose to have custom charms, and then you can also choose to have a name page, which I haven't done in Ivy's yet. I think I have some lying around actually. I still have Nicole's order here. So Nicole actually chose these two charms for hers, and then instead of a name page, she just had this rise and grind, and I need to do your cover design, Nicole, so that I can mail that off to you. But yeah, so that packaging is going to start on Monday when these journals actually like officially launch. But yeah, if you just go to, I feel like if you say these things on TikTok, they shadow ban you, but my LINK in BIO, or it's just RyleeAutumn.com. And yes, somebody asked about the little canvas bags. Yes, they do all come with a canvas bag that has a ribbon that matches the color of your journal. So if you order the brown journal, you'll get this one, green, blue, and so on. They don't come colored. That's something that I hope to offer next year. But honestly, this year is like, I only decided partway through the year to even start bullet journaling again. So it was really last minute trying to pull all of this together that I didn't have a chance to do that. But yeah, that's something that I aspire to have for you guys by next year. Yes, Stephanie, the canvas bags are just for the pre-made journals. But yeah. Let's continue on in Ivy's journal. This is our July theme. Oh, nice. Thanks, Teresa. I'm glad you like it. Thank you so much for the follow. Aw, thanks, Chelsea. I should say too, if you guys are interested in ordering, use the code livestream. That will get you a discount. So please don't forget to do that. August was her birthday month. So we've got this little birthday theme. Yes, that's true. I do also have these blank journals in the same 4 colors if you want to learn how to do your own. September, the prompt was baby girl. So we did this little clothesline theme. And again, Ivy chose all of the themes. She chose all the different pages. So she wanted a brain dump, title page, a 2-page calendar. This is some of my favorite lettering in the whole journal. A little check-in each month, a 2-page spread for memories, pasting in photos and little like junk journal elements. And then these are the weekly spreads. Yes, Stephanie. So when you order, well, starting on Monday, that's when I'm going to start doing the pre-orders. On Monday, I do, Alex, it shouldn't matter if you do all caps or lowercase. So I do your name page on live, which I don't have an example of, but basically it's just like a themed title page, but with your name instead of the month. So I do that on the live. You get to choose your charms on the live, which I have a huge assortment of different letters, cute little like butterflies and sea creatures and bows and fruit, pom-poms to match each journal, and then a bunch of random colors as well. These have been one of my best-selling charms. But yeah, I do those on the live. I do your name page on the live. And then last but not least, I do the gold foil cover designs. But these I haven't been doing on the live unless I find a more convenient way to do them. But right now that's been kind of the slowest point in the funnel for me, is trying to figure out how to do those cover designs efficiently without any help, or I just need to find help. But so yeah, here's September. These are my favorite weeklies. No, Caitlin, don't worry. I've got backups of every color. These are my favorite weeklies in the journal. So yeah, if you are interested in a pre-made journal, you'll have to tap my name at the top twice. And then if you just tap the link there, it should take you right there. October, we did these little ghost portraits. November, the prompt was just fall. And we've done every single page of this together on TikTok Live. So if you like this kind of stuff, I hope you'll come back. I'm here every day doodling and putting together these custom bullet journals. And I mean, I don't answer every question because often I'm looking down at my paper, so I don't always see them. But in general, I'm happy to answer questions and do little like mini tutorials about, you know, the things that I'm doodling or the lettering style that I'm making. So yes, Kate, that is that's the pre-order price. The price will go up this weekend to the resting price for the rest of the kind of peak season anyways. Okay, so December is what we're working on right now. We have done all of the monthly pages, and then we're making good progress on the weekly spreads here. But we just need to finish up. I'm gonna do the sparkles right now while I'm thinking about it. And then we gotta do the notes section and the calendar box. And I think we're just about good. So while I'm putting the sparkles up here, I would love to hear from you guys. What should we do for the notes box? So for context, this whole section here is going to be taped on top, and it's going to be just a big notes section. So what do you think we should do for like the border, or should we do doodles, or what type of font should we use? Just give a couple ideas in the comments, and then I'll do a poll so that we can all choose it together. Yes, the code is live stream. I'm gonna do the sparkles while you guys give me some ideas, and then I will get to work on that. Thank you so much for your orders, you guys. I see those coming in. We've already gotten 3 in the last like 5 minutes, which honestly is life-changing. I know I say thank you every day, but I truly mean it. I am so blessed that this is just what I get to do. I stay home with my kids every day and then doodle in the evenings, and it's just the dream. So thank you guys for making that possible. Oh my goodness, 100,000 likes. That is insane. I should screenshot that because I think 50 or 60 was like my previous record. Holly and berries, I love that. Christmas light border, we have done that a couple of times. Aw, thank you guys. Another 2 orders coming in. Oh yes, sorry. If someone was asking about full custom journals like this, where every page I do like in marker and pen by hand, these ones are not in stock right now. I take 1 order at a time, and I will not be taking another one right away because I fear I have bitten off more than I can chew with my pre-made journal launch, and then also committing to doing a digital bullet journal for 2026 as well. So I am gonna have to take a break on those, but hopefully early next year. I feel like that should be attainable. Oh my goodness, okay, I'm actually screenshotting. I looked down for like 2 minutes and we're at 106,000. Thank you all. This one is an OBUJO dual tip dot pen, Terry. And then the white one that I use is a Languo white. And those are gonna be the freebies. That's what you guys voted for on Instagram for the freebies with the pre-made journals, is a Languo white gel pen. So if you're planning to buy a pre-made journal, don't bother going to wherever and buying a Languo gel pen. I'll send one for you. Thank you guys for the puzzle piece reminders. TikTok is being surprisingly gracious with me this week. It has not sent the puzzle piece to get me at all since I've been back from my holiday. The puzzle piece is just TikTok makes you slide a puzzle piece to verify that you're human. And I almost never see it because my phone is on top of me, so I'm not looking at the screen. And then it ends my live if I don't swipe it. So that's the puzzle piece. Lots of new people today. Yes, thank you guys so much for coming. And thank you for the follows. Thanks, Anne. It was a nice little holiday. I missed you guys though, like I missed coming live. I was saying yesterday, like I was still trying to get a bunch of work done while I was on my holiday because everyone else was working too, you know, like my in-laws weren't just sitting at home the whole week with me and my boys. They were going to work. So I was still working during nap time, but the lives are like the fun part of my work. So I was still doing work, but only the boring parts. So I definitely missed being able to actually color. Like I didn't actually color all week. I was just doing the more boring part of it. So I'm glad to be back. Also, I'm just such a like routine girl that like it's fun to go on holiday and do stuff like that, but I just crave getting back into my rhythm. Queen of Spades, I don't have a firm answer on that at all. My guess answer is early 2026. I would have loved to do another one for someone that could start at the beginning of 2026, but I really don't think that's in the cards for me this year. So early 2026 is my best guess. Okay, so we did the sparkles. Now let's do the notes heading and then we'll tape them in, or notes heading, and we have to do the calendars too, and then we'll tape them in. And now you guys gave me all those ideas, but now they are lost because I didn't look at them properly before more comments piled in. Let me think here. Oh, the ones with the names. Those ones are already for sale. They're already available. They just, if you're ordering an empty journal, I could do it for you right now. But if you're ordering a pre-made journal, those ones are still in the pre-order phase. So I'm not actually packing these up until Monday. I'll be starting on Monday. So that is the plan. Ooh, big wreath. Actually, that's a really cute idea. That's not what I was thinking at all, but now that you say it, I like that plan. What do you guys think? Big wreath and then just let her write the notes in there? Well, that looks silly though on pages where we have two of them. Like, you know, on this page, we're gonna have two like this. Bam, bam. I feel like that might look a little silly. Let me think here. Oh, that was you. I'm sorry. I forget what your real name is. I mean, now I know. You're probably... Are you Charlene, Queen of Spades? Because I know I have an order for Charlene and Kelly Jo. Wait, or are you Kelly Jo? You could be either. Thank you so much for your orders, you guys. I feel like it would be big enough for notes because in the past we've done, for example, where's a month that has a smaller notes section? Oh no, I guess that is probably about the size. You're Kelly Joe. Okay, I can pack yours up right now if you would like. Unless you'd rather do tomorrow. I am fine either way. But I should really go to bed after this. I should just do this and then go try to sleep. Wreath on one side, lights on the other. You can do tomorrow? Okay. I was thinking I'd be live in the afternoon tomorrow. Does that work okay for you? I'll be live in the afternoon tomorrow and then the evening on Thursday. So if you're okay with that, then we can just keep rolling on this for a little bit. But honestly, if today is best, just let me know and we can do that. Okay. So, thanks, Caitlin. Thanks for being here. Have a good sleep. Notes. Okay, so one idea was wreath and then maybe alternating. No problem, Queen of Spades. Probably about like 3:30 EST. Wait, what did Amy say? We're all agreeing with Amy. Do a different one on each. Oh my goodness. I guess I can. There's only 5 pages. I can come up with that many Christmas doodles, I suppose. Okay, sure. Fine, fine. I'll start with wreath because I've got my circle tracer out. Move that. No worries, Amy. You know what? This is the last month, so may as well make it count. All right. Oh, thank you. And also, I'm sorry to hear that that's what brought you to journaling. How are you doing these days? I need to get better at hiding my disappointment sometimes. The other day was worse. This one I'm actually like pretty meh about. I like doing Christmas doodles. That's amazing. I'm so glad to hear that. I like doing Christmas doodles, but the other day, I forget what it was that someone suggested, but I did like a, oh, and half the chat like knew exactly what I was groaning about, but the poor girl did not. And she didn't find out. We played it off, but I did feel bad afterwards. I was like, I need to work harder at hiding that. Okay, so this one will be a wreath. Should I do one more wreath or should I just do one? I'll just do one for now. All right. I feel like if I were gonna double up on a doodle, it would be the wreath though, because it's very cute and it's very different from the other ones. Normally for a wreath this size, I would make it a little bulkier, but because we want her to actually be able to fill it with notes, I'm gonna keep it fairly slim. Even though I think it would look a little bit better if it were bulkier, I just wanna make sure she has enough space to write. right, and then we'll do the same thing, but less of them, and we'll use the dark green. I'm just like so nervous that I'm doing this the wrong way. I'm just like triple checking here. Okay, wreath, and then I'll just right here underneath the ribbon, I'm gonna write notes. There we go, that will be number 1. In hindsight, I should be leaving a little bit more space here for the washi tape. Some of this might be covered in washi tape, so whoops, I didn't think of that beforehand, but that's okay. Okay, so for the next one, which is also flipping this way, okay. Let me just do a stack of gifts on a sleigh like we did on the cover page. Oh, ornament, that's a great idea. I should do an ornament next. I could do clear tape. I actually don't even know if I own clear tape. I own too much washi tape to need clear tape. Actually, I think upstairs in like an ancient junk drawer, I probably have some. Let's do... I'm gonna do a green bow on this next gift box. On the bottom one, I'm doing a gold bow, so I'm gonna do that on top afterwards, but on this one, I'm gonna do a green bow. I think I might just do 2 like that. I actually like how that looks. Do a gold bow. Laura, you're probably right. I probably do have some somewhere. I haven't wrapped a present in a while though. I feel like I mean last Christmas I did, but we've moved since then, you know, so I don't know where anything is like Christmas related. Okay, and then we'll do little white maybe stripes on this red gift box. And then let me write, I'm just gonna write notes the same, I think. I might have that be what ties them all together because, you know, they'll be matching up with different, like they'll be across from different doodles, but then they'll all have the same title. There's number 2. Okay, and then this one is also flipping out this way. Let me think here. Ornaments was one idea. Holly and berries. Okay, let's do, I'm gonna do a Christmas light border on this one so that the 2 that are borders, like the wreath and the Christmas lights, don't end up side by side because these go on the same side of the page, so they can't be side by side. And then what other ideas have I been seeing in the chat that I wanted to jump on? Oh, the ornaments. Yes, I can do an ornament one. I don't know about snow globe. I feel like snow globe, I've done a whole snow globe theme, but it was much more intricate than what I would normally do for something that isn't even like the main theme on here. I'm sure I could simplify it. My brain is not operating at max capacity at this hour of the night. Oh, and I forgot to leave more space again for the washi tape. So I should just go get clear tape because I am trending in that direction of needing that. Puzzle. No puzzle piece tonight. All right, and then notes. Okay. 2 more left, and they're the 2 going the opposite way. So let's do a few hanging ornaments. And then on the next one, I want something easy here. Give me low hanging fruit. It is way too late to be thinking about complicated ones. Let's do one of those like kind of pointed ornaments. A big bow border. I'm thinking maybe Christmas tree or stocking. I feel like either of those would be doable. Maybe that's what I will do. Yes, this is facing the right way. This is from the opposite side. So it needs to be the other way. All right, let's just do some cute white gel pen designs on these ornaments. This one is going to be like Christmas or snowflakes. Okay, there we go. That's another quick one. And we'll finish this spread tomorrow. So if we think I should add like highlights, you know, for writing the notes on top of, we could do that. But I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I just wanna get myself to sleep. Okay, maybe I'll do a Christmas tree with just like a couple small gifts underneath. So I'm gonna do it in the same kind of style as I did the wreath on the earlier page. We'll do that. Oh my goodness, thank you guys for all the likes. Yeah, that is blowing my previous record out of the water. Okay, we'll do a little star on top. We'll put some gold lights on the tree. I know you can't see them very well on the camera, but they are nice and sparkly in real life. Some little bows on these. And then we'll write notes. Okay, those were all very quick. But yeah, tomorrow let's reconvene and decide if I should add I don't know if I should add borders to some of them or highlights for the notes. But at this point, we've got them all kind of ready to go, poised and ready. And then tomorrow we'll put on the finishing touches. That's a good question, Stephanie. How many orders did we get today? Today, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Thank you guys so much for all of your orders. That's huge. Okay, I am untangling my hair here before I show my face because I'm gonna flip myself around and we've got some new faces, so don't want to show up with a rat's nest. All right. Let me flip the camera. Oh, I guess normally I would give you guys a flip through of the journal, but sorry about that. Oh, Betty, pre-orders end on Sunday night. So if you want to get the pre-order price, you want to order before Sunday night. That's really the only thing that's going to change is the price will go up a little bit. It's not going to be crazy. But yes, and that also means that on Monday, starting Monday's live, we're going to be packing up pre-orders. So if you would like to be there when your order is packed, just try to stay tuned on my Instagram stories because that's where I will announce that. Aw, thanks, Sarah. Aw, that's sweet. But yeah, thank you guys all so much for coming. This was by far the most people that I've ever had at a live, the most likes, everything. And I really, truly appreciate that so much. This is just a little side hustle that I do while my kids are sleeping, but it is growing into much more than that. And I am so grateful. So thank you guys for being here. Natalie, this time I'm going to have to pack in order. I have too many orders to just kind of be like, oh, who's here today, you know? So yes, tomorrow we're going to tape those flip sheets into her journal. We're going to finish them up too if we want to add any highlights to them or borders or anything. We also need to write in the dates for December. We're also going to do the yearly spreads. We haven't even touched the yearly spreads. So we'll still be doing normal custom bullet journal lives all week this week because we need to finish December and we need to finish all of her yearly spreads. I did give you a flip through, but it's been a while. You know, people come and go so quick. Oh no, OG Nan Annie. That's brutal. I'm so sorry to hear that. And sorry that we missed you. Of course, this will be posted to YouTube tomorrow, but that's still not the same as being here. Mandy, pens or markers that I recommend. I end up using a lot of Tombows and a lot of Lyra Aqua Brush Duo and Zebra Mildliner. But honestly, that's just because these are the brands that give me stuff with the position that I'm in, which I'm very fortunate. I love their markers, but what I recommend is getting the Crayola Super Tips pack of 100. That's what I started with. They you can get them at Walmart. Super affordable. You get 100 different colors, and then I would fill in kind of the gaps in colors with some of these fancier markers because you can get the pack of 100 of these for the price of 2 or 3 of these. So that's what I would do. But anyways, tomorrow will be an afternoon live. So whatever time it is for you right now, fast forward roughly 7.5 to 8 hours, or rewind, I guess. I always say fast forward. Rewind 7.5 to 8 hours. That's when I'll be live during my kids' nap time tomorrow. And again, if you are at all curious about getting updates on anything, the pre-orders, international shipping, having your vote counted for, you know, all the different projects that I'm working on, Instagram stories is the place where I am actively sharing those kinds of updates. And if you are interested in ordering a journal, please don't forget to use your discount code, which is livestream, as a thank you for supporting me here on my live. Yes. Oh, OG Nan Annie. Yes, absolutely. Praying for you and your family. Can you remind me of your first name again? Are you Annie, or are you the person who... I'm sorry, I have such a hard time matching usernames with real names sometimes. Okay, it is Anne. Who is that who's... Oh, they have their grandkid's name in their bio with the title of Nana. We don't have Family Dollar, no. Yes, Stevie, that's what I'll be doing. So my plan is to, at the beginning of the week, kind of outline how many I expect I'll get through each day. Like on Monday, we'll go through roughly order number like 1211 until 1222 or whatever. And then on Tuesday this, and then the day of on Instagram, I'll try to be more specific so that you know which day to come to have your journal packed. Alrighty. Thank you guys so much for joining. If you're interested in the replay, it will be up on YouTube tomorrow, and I will be back tomorrow afternoon. So hopefully I'll see some of you guys again, and I hope that you all have a great night. Oh, I should take a screenshot of the likes. You're right. There we go. Okay. See you guys. Have a great rest.